Caterez Chairman's Lunch. Something very new for the Hills. This is our inaugural, meaning I think the first, and the first of hopefully many. As you can see, we've chosen a huge room because we want to gradually fill this up over coming years, and planning to have another one of these at the end of the year. It's because of you, our support partners and our valued members, that we've achieved, for those that haven't seen it, the award for the best chamber in Western Sydney area. Thank you. So today, as part of our Caterez Chairman's Lunch, we're going to fast forward you into 2019, 5 years from now. What living and working in this region will actually look and feel like in 5 years' time.
Some of the stuff we can do, sandwich platters, there's a food trolley out there. I can sit there and answer any questions that anybody has. You get a restaurant quality food delivered to your door, straight into your boardroom or to your office space.
I see so many people here, and I've already made probably 2 connections that will be really beneficial for our business. So, these events are fantastic. So fully supportive of the Hills Chamber for putting it on. The Chamber's growing at a very rapid pace, and I think that the key partnerships that the Chamber has are really the stakeholders that are going to drive the Chamber forward.
There are 3 types of people in this world. Those that make things happen, those that watch things happen, and those that wonder what on earth just happened. All right? Today is the start of a process that is an excellent opportunity to make sure that you are not one of the last 2 types.
So Greater Western Sydney, I thought we would start with a little bit of infrastructure. So playing behind us in a second there will be our wonderful Norwest Rail Link, which is on its way out. So if we look forward to 2019, so 5 years away from here, this is how we'll be travelling around in this beautiful new railway. And
look, I think the Northwest Rail Link is one part of infrastructure in this part of the region that is going to certainly mean more people live where they work. There's going to be a greater capacity for investment and infrastructure in this part of the world. I think one of the things that the West and the Northwest has always struggled with is transport. The road system hasn't kept up, the heavy rail system hasn't kept up. And when you think about the way that New South Wales has been run over the last 100 years, you've got to say it's pretty shocking. If you think about where all the growth corridors are, Parramatta is now actually the eastern suburbs for the biggest growth area in the state.
Urban congestion's a real challenge, particularly for people that live in Western Sydney. And even after this, there'll still be lots of urban congestion because our population's now sitting at a bit over 2 million, but within the next 20 or 30 years, that'll double to 4 million people. So I think our challenge is going to be where do people live and where will the jobs be?
What will happen with Badgerys Creek is as soon as they put a fence up and some concrete around it, it'll be the catalyst for people starting to think about investment and activity in Western Sydney, and that'll be a good thing. But I think we'll see the real benefits of Badgerys Creek in 3 years. I'd be a little bit more cautious than that if I was us in terms of managing expectation.
Just take us through what Parramatta will look like if we're travelling in there 5 years from now.
So I guess the first thing is that a lot of these buildings are residential buildings. 7,000 units of apartments just in the CBD have been approved to be built in the next 5 years. The Premier announced last week 6,000 units for North Parramatta. The Turf Club have got big plans there. I mean, we could be seeing 30,000 extra people just in the CBD within a 5 to sort of 6, 7, 8 year period. So people want to live in cities.
Some exciting times, a lot to happen in the next 5 years, whether that means a brand for Western Sydney, whether it means obviously all of this infrastructure that's going to be happening. So we're looking forward to a great future ahead.
Tony, I've condensed the vision here. The vision for Greater Western Sydney in 5 years' time looks something like this. High density living that brings the population and the political clout to change regulations to allow us to play football where we like, including a 500-seat Pertex stadium. And through playing football, we will have a less marginalised community, reduced crime, increased flow of money for cultural infrastructure, where we are all journalists and consumers of media for news, and that there is one voice for Western Sydney led by Tony Eads, our benevolent dictator. We look forward to seeing you at the Small Business Summit on the 8th of October.